Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, back with Automation, the car company Tycoon game in the most powerful engine series. We're going to be building the most powerful inline 5 engine in version 4.2.8. There are only a couple more inline engines left to go in this part of the series. We got this guy and the inline 6. I already got that done, but expect a video for that within the next week as I double check everything to see if I get the most performance out of the i6 right here. So now, let's get started with this wannabe Volvo engine on steroids. So the first thing you gotta do on the top left portion of your screen is you set the year to the year of 2020 to get the most potential and everything out of the engine. And after choosing the inline 5 configuration, you may choose any block material that you could choose from. I'm doing magnesium for the sake of weight and everything. For the family capacity, right here, you square off the bore and the stroke here to 120 millimeters to get the engine size to 6,786 cubic centimeters, around 6.8 liters, with a dual overhead cam 5 valve made out of aluminum silicone, and again, doing this for weight. And right here for this quality slider, whether it's for the top end, bottom end, turbocharger, everything, you set this to a plus 15, max it out to get the most performance, reliability, and to pretty much make this engine as powerful as possible. For the balance shaft, you must have a balance shaft included with this engine to prevent this guy from exploding. For the crankshaft and everything, it's going to be made out of billet steel with lightweight titanium cowl rods and regular forged pistons, the strongest ones as possible. For the compression, like any other build, set this to a 15.0 to 1 ratio at an extreme level all the way up. Same thing with the cam profile, set all the way up to 100. The springs and lifters lower this down quite a bit to a 39. And of course, VVT at all cams. For the turbocharger, we're restricted to a single turbo, but we're going to be using a boost control system to really take effect of the laggy turbocharger, which you'll see here. So for the intercooler, you max out to 12,100 horsepower. And for the type of turbocharger, it's going to be a twin scroll turbo with ball bearings, with the compressor maxed out to 120 millimeters. The turbine, same thing, maxes out at 108.6 millimeters. The trim level at a 93. And the max boost set to 30.5 psi right here. For the fuel system, just like my any other builds, well, a majority of my other builds, we're going to be using a direct injection throttle per cylinder race intake running on the recently implemented DevMeth fuel, with the fuel mixture set to an 11.3, the ignition timing like my other builds set it all the way up to 100, and a max RPM set to 6,800 RPM right here, 6,800. And finally, for the exhaust, we gotta have some racing turbo headers with our only option, a single exhaust with the exhaust diameter maxed out to 203 millimeters, which equals to 8 inches. And of course, no catalytic converters, any mufflers, and bring the quality up. And the final horsepower rating we got is 2,948.7 horsepower at 6,800 RPM. The torque of 2,289.2 pounds-feet of torque at 6,400 RPM. And with this engine, we got some considerable amount of torque stress with the pistons, cowl rods, and crankshaft, and a bit with RPM stress too, but of course, no valve float, no knocking whatsoever. And as we go to the compressor map, the turbocharger is healthy. And what's even funny, if I lower the cam profile to a 99, boom goes the turbo, which eventually later down the road for the devs of automation, they're gonna add like a failure method, like if this turbo goes boom, then the engine won't run whatsoever. Which right now the engine can run, but the turbocharger is just bugged out. So with this part of the video, I'm going to review here what this engine sounds like. While playing around with the manual testing mode, I'll cycle through the main important graphs on here, starting from the power and torque and boost, torque and efficiency, and the power and efficiency graphs. After those 4 graphs have been shown, I'll show you the engine as so, and where is the turbocharger? Hold on, what if I do shortcast? Oh, okay, Killrob, you got a problem. Turbo race headers, they don't exist with this engine. It's kind of weird, so whatever. So as I show you the engine, do some fake gear shifts around like 45 seconds and then off the video as so. So bring it back to the power and torque graph, give you here right now. kind of interesting, the engine is not as loud as the other engines that I've worked with. Oh, it's me, or do all inline 5 engines are like this quiet despite having a gaping ass exhaust pipe right here? So that'll do it with Automation, the car company Tycoon game with this powerful and semi-broken inline 5 engine. Unfortunately, I was unable to reach 3,000 horsepower due to the turbo exploding when you make a simple adjustment on any of the sliders, like I've shown you earlier. For the inline 6, I definitely expect it to produce well over 3,000 horsepower. Hopefully that is the case if I double check my work and everything. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future, including my automation to BeamNG Drive videos too. So this is TRIZE Rising Up, and signing out.